Since I have a broken wrist and I can't really film my regular videos, I decided I'm just going to make a big update video showing you guys everything that's going on. Alright, so starting off with the last landing with the spine up ramp built into the back of it. This side's actually doing quite well, still nice and smooth and everything. The actual landing side, there's a bit of weeds in it and that, but this is supposed to be soft anyway, so it's still all good. I just got to break it up again and make it soft. This side's kind of worn down from the weather, so I'll probably quickly fix that up once the wrist is all good again. Same with the back, just got to stack it up a bit again from where it's been knocked down and make this up ramp all nice again too. The ramp here is still doing good, but I do want to build a smaller and steeper one for this landing. Since this is such a big mellow ramp, it's not really good for this kind of setup. I'd rather build like a really big line over there or something one day and use it for that. I want to make a smaller, steeper one that will be better for tricks and that, and for this type of setup. So in between this landing and this jump here, I do want to put something, maybe like a roller. I kind of want to make a feature out of my old bush bomb since it doesn't go anymore. It'd be pretty sick if I made like a on-off, but it looks like there's a big gap here, but I bet you as soon as I put something there, it won't look so big anymore. Same with like those rollers, it used to look like a massive gap. And I just put 2 rollers there and it just fills it in. So this jump here, the roller and the next jump are all doing well. I kind of just want to fix them up so they're all smooth again. And then once I do that, I'll work on a way to protect them so they stay good for a long time. So I can focus on building new jumps instead of fixing this current setup all the time. Maybe just put some carpet on them or something. There's the roller and the second jump. There's a couple of small weeds coming up that I might try to get out today. It's better to stay on top of them than to let them just get out of hand. Here's the first doubles landing. I kind of need to fix that landing still, but a couple of my younger mates are thinking about trying my jump, so there's no point in me fixing it because I reckon they probably will case this one. Also, I do want to make this up ramp steeper. It's too mellow. It does work well, but I'd rather it be steeper so you actually get height than drop into the landing instead of just like skiing into the landing, just to switch it up a bit. Here's the rollers, they're doing quite well. You might have noticed I've got rid of the concrete off them. I did that a while ago, and I did that so I can make slight adjustments to them. They're not quite right, but they're still pretty good though. I reckon I need to just shave a little bit off them both and then they should be fine. But other than that, they're still doing good. Got to finish this drainage off too one day. Here's the first jump here. Over winter, this was like full of water the whole time. It might have dried up now. I'll probably pull those pieces of wood off and check it soon. But other than that, I kind of messed up the side of the landing there by just doing tricks on it. And yeah, just got to fix that up. And pretty much everything here's pretty good. Alright, here's the rolling. I still haven't like added the finishing touches just to get it dialed, but I know I'll probably do that one day. Put a chair up here or something, would be cool. So my quarter pipe here, I'm thinking about changing it into a box jump, because all I really would have to do is add a landing onto this side of it here, and then yeah, it'd be pretty sick. I'll also make the up ramp less steep, and then here I'll build another quarter pipe out of pallets, so I'll make like a vert wall. It'd be pretty sick, but that probably won't be until a long time though. So pretty much I just want to finish everything off here and then get it protected, and then move on to building more stuff. There's so many things I want to do, but I'll talk about all that in the future. I'm going to try to get rid of some of these weeds now. Got rid of the weeds, it looks so much better now, and it'll actually be rideable, ready for the summer. The reason why it fills up here is because there's a realm drain right here, and over winter the water doesn't evaporate as well, and it also rains more, so this just kind of overflows and fills up into here, and even if I empty out all the water, it'll just like constantly get filled up again. You probably can't really see it, but just there is the water, so it's only just evaporated enough so it'll be dry again. Anyway, I might just get rid of a few more weeds. Alright, so everything's looking a little bit tidier now. I'm keen to get back on the shovel and do some more work out here. I'll show you guys what I've been up to in the shed now. So this is what it's looking like at the moment. I've painted around the outside of the room I built. This stuff here though is only the primer. Because the wood's so rough too, I've been spending a lot of time just trying to get it nice and smooth. And I chucked the primer on, and I've still got to actually paint it with actual paint. But that should be a lot quicker because I won't have to like sand it all and get it all nice. I've been filling all the gaps in and everything. Inside the room's a mess at the moment. I just put everything in here for now. Tomorrow Cameron Doyle's coming over. You guys might have heard of him. He's a YouTuber from Adelaide and he's made a couple of videos on me. He also visited one time last year. So I got to tidy this up a bit because he'll probably be staying out here. This is what I was doing in the first week having my wrist broken. My mate Bradley Matchlick gave me these pictures to do, and you like got to put the dots down in that. They're actually pretty fun to do and they look pretty cool once they're done. So got to give a shout out to the homie. I actually put them in frames and that too to put around in the shed, and that should look sick. So I'll probably be spending the next couple of weeks just working on the shed since I can't really do too much. Anyway, I'll show you guys how my bikes are doing. This is my NS Snab. It's doing pretty good. Kinda needs a service though. The brakes need to be bled and I need a new gear cable for the dropper post. And also the back wheel's really buckled. I don't know if you guys will be able to see from there, but it's pretty buckled as you can probably see, and it's hitting the frame a bit. So yeah, got a bit of work to do to get that straight again. This is my dirt jumper, the Maverick Dirt Dog. I'm pretty happy with how this frame's going. Feels pretty sick and it's holding up well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these wheels yet. It would look pretty cool if I did get 2 yellow wheels, but I don't even think you can buy these ones anymore. It's so hard to buy 26-inch stuff these days. Chain Reaction have hardly anything. All the stores and online stores in Australia have hardly anything too. Only like in the foreign countries you can get stuff, but the shipping costs a fair bit. I wouldn't mind building up 2 fresh wheels for it though. It'd be mad if I got some profile hubs. I really like the 20mm 3-axle one they do with the no brake mounts on it. It looks super clean. I met a dude in Bendigo that had them. He also had the rear one too, but they're so expensive, so I don't know if I want to get some because there's really nothing wrong with these hubs and they're really good anyway. I've had them for about 4 years. The bearings in this rear one are still good. It's just a bit of wear on like the driver there, and the teeth are kind of worn too. This front one, the bearings are worn though. But I reckon I might just keep these hubs and get some fresh rims and new spokes for it. I wouldn't mind getting some NS Bikes rims on them. They look super sick and it will just make this bike look that cool. I reckon I'm going to stick with the BMX cranks and not bother with mountain bike ones. I've never had any problems with BMX cranks on my dirt jumpers. I know like most people these days run MTB cranks, but I always run into issues with MTB cranks for some reason, so I'm just going to stick with what works for me. And I might get some new pedals because these ones are a bit worn and broken. And also wouldn't mind getting a sealed headset, and then the bike will just be dialed. It'll look that cool, I reckon. I also wouldn't mind trying a tubeless setup with my dirt jumper. I've never tried it before, but I've heard like Matt Jones and some other riders do it, so it must work pretty good if they do it. At the moment I have slime 5x thicker tubes because where I live we have these things called 3-corner jacks, and they're like big prickles kinda, and they'll easily pop a regular tube. So I actually have one over here that's cut open. I'll show you what I did with the other half later. Yeah, these are good and strong, but I also wouldn't mind trying a setup where it'll be much lighter and also have the same sort of protection. It's worth a shot. These are heavy, plus they're full of slime too. This is my bike from Target. It was like a Cyclops dual suspension kids bike, but I chucked better parts on it. Some of you guys might have seen that video. Since then, I've chucked a better seat on it that actually matches. This one was from my BMX. Used to have yellow lettering, but I coloured it in with a Sharpie so it blends in nicely now. I also chucked on different grips. These are from my BMX 2 ODI Stay Strong grips. And I took the sprocket guard off too. I also changed the bar ends. For some reason these bars have a super skinny diameter, and these bar ends were on this bike and they didn't fit well. And I tried to put the ODI bar ends in these bars and they didn't fit, so I just swapped them around and now they're all good. Chucked a couple of stickers on it too, a Manitou one and a Hope one. This is my Kmart bike, which is now a motorized bike. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you probably know the story of this thing. Anyway, I've done a heap of work on it. I actually filmed a full video pretty much, but then the bike stopped working, so I never actually got to finish it. But I'll let you guys know what I did to it. First of all, I got a good ass spark plug for it. Chucked some new tyres on it. Well, not new, but the ones that used to be on my dirt jumper, the small block 8s, and they're super wide, which makes this thing really cool. Got a new chain for it, fixed the sprocket adapter up. I had to weld it in a few places because it broke. Also got a new chain tensioner for it. I ported the intake manifold out and that didn't make much of a difference, so I pulled the whole jug apart and ported that all out. As you guys know, this motor didn't really run that well, but it's actually so crazy now, it's that quick. I'd love to show you guys it. When I pulled it apart, I messed up the gaskets and I just used gasket maker to make some new ones. Like, you know, the RVT stuff. Yeah, I used that stuff and it didn't really work too well, so those gaskets let go and it got like oil on the magneto or whatever, so I think that messed it up. But it actually goes that quick now. When I built it up, I didn't even bother filming anything because I was just having too much fun on it. But yeah, then I broke it, so never got that video done. But once I get it going, I'll probably show you guys all the clips and that because I still have them, I think. I put a different seat on it, which looks pretty cool. Got some stickers, Fox One, Maverick Bikes, Clip Liquor, and 69. It's actually a beast, this thing. I love it. It's probably my favourite bike, to be honest, today. Once I get the shed all done, I'll probably go back to this and get it going again. I really like doing this kind of stuff and it makes me want to like build drift trikes and stuff like that in the future. So if you want to see that stuff, I'll probably be doing it one day. So that's it for the bikes. I really like them all and I'm really happy with how they all are. If I had to pick a bike that I'll get next, like I won't be getting one anytime soon, but if I had to pick one, I'd either get an e-bike or a downhill bike. I'll show you guys my cars now. This is my XG Ute, needs a bit of work and I'm keen to do some upgrades to it in the future. I haven't done anything at all since whenever I made a video on it last. Same as my AU wagon, love this thing. So good, can't go wrong for 900 bucks with that AU Falcon. Especially a wagon, living the dream in one of these, mate. Yeah, if I get the shed done earlier and I still have my wrist broken, I'll probably do a bit of a sound system in it. Finish off the iPad. It's a bit messy in here, but yeah, I wouldn't mind getting this all done and getting like this all sorted. Chucking an amp and a proper sub. That other little sub I put under the seat, that broke, so I took it out. Yeah, other than that, I haven't done anything to it. Here's the van, I haven't done anything to that either. Took it to Bendigo last weekend or whenever it was, and it went perfectly. It's a good thing to have. This is what I did with that tube I cut up. I put the chain through it, so it'll protect my bikes when I chain them to the bike carrier. The bike carrier already has locks, but I just chain it for extra support. SkeletonHD hooked me up with some bracelets. They're a company that makes wrist gear and accessories. They hooked me up with one of their best sellers, the Phantom Stack, and I'm glad they did. The design looks super clean with the skulls and the other little pieces in there. Doesn't look tacky at all. And also, these don't look girly. They can also elevate your outfit. At the moment, I'm rocking the full Kmart fit. I can chuck these on and look a bit more stylish and look like I actually put some thought into what I'm wearing. They're really durable too. You can stretch them out, rub them together. They don't get scraped up or anything. So yeah, they're pretty sick. If you're into men's accessories or looking to buy someone an awesome gift, or maybe just looking at ways to upgrade your style a bit, definitely check out SkeletonHD. They have a lot of cool products up on their website, and go check out the Instagram. They put up when they have sales on, plus they post cool pictures like tattoos, cars, motorbikes, all cool stuff. So yeah, go chuck them a follow. I'd like to give SkeletonHD a big thanks for hooking me up with these bracelets. I love them. Here's my computer. I haven't made any changes to it. I'm still using the keyboard and mouse from Cheapest Chips and the manual for the mouse pad, and still using the TV screen as a monitor. But yeah, I haven't ran into any issues with anything, so I haven't bothered. But I wouldn't mind upgrading to a proper monitor and keyboard and mouse. And I still haven't added an extra fan in the computer either. One time I ran out of storage, but I just wiped all the videos, but it could do with more storage too. Other than that, this thing's sick. This is a Hackintosh, so it's got Mac OS and Windows on it. I use Final Cut Pro to edit my videos, that's why I decided to make it a Hackintosh. Plus I rather just browse the internet on Mac OS, but it's got Windows for gaming and all other good stuff. So yeah, I finished Assassin's Creed Odyssey using this mouse and keyboard, so it goes alright. In the future, I'm kind of thinking about streaming on YouTube, just play a couple games and talk to you guys. It'll be pretty fun, and it'll be a good way to connect with you guys. The new Need for Speed that's coming out looks pretty sick. I used to play like the old ones back in the day, and yeah, I wouldn't mind playing that maybe. Everything works well with the Mac OS. Only one time I accidentally updated it and messed it up a bit, but yeah, got it all sorted again and it works well. I'm keen to move this setup out into the shed once it's all done, because I'll get it all set up neat and it'll just be really cool. I'm keen to do that. Something I want to focus on with my channel is my video quality. At the moment I use a Panasonic Lumix G7 to film my videos. This one here has water damage though. I've been using this camera for quite a few years now. At first I started off just using my phone, and then I bought one of these, and yeah, I broke my first one and bought another one because they're really good value for money. But recently the autofocus on my one's been messing up a little bit, and also they don't really have the best stability. Like, I'm holding the camera as still as I can, but I bet you it's still shaking a bit. So I might upgrade to a better lens that actually has better focus features plus better stability, or stabilization, whatever you want to call it. I also wouldn't mind getting the new GoPro Hero 8. The stabilization in that thing's awesome, plus you can get like the add-ons so you can have better audio and all that too. I feel like this is going to be a super long video, so if you're still sticking around, you're an absolute legend. Thanks for watching the whole thing. I'll give you guys a quick update on the wrist. Well, first of all, I'll show you guys the crash. Yeah, it was a pretty stupid mistake. I tried to 180 a step up, and it was actually a pretty decent step up. Doesn't really look like it in the angle that the video was taken, but from the side you can actually see it was quite a gap to get right up to the top. So first of all, I was thinking about 360ing it, so I just went up and like half attempted, and I did a 180, but I didn't fake it out or anything. So I thought I'd actually go for it and try and land it. But I went a little bit quicker, and that was the reason why I crashed. I went quicker, so that meant I actually went higher, and I wasn't expecting to be that high. So when I was in the air, I tried to slow the rotation down by like, I don't know, looking the other way. But then I started leaning back too, and because I landed on my back wheel and kind of under rotated, that made me like fall backwards, and I put my wrist out and snapped both the wrist bones there, and also displaced it. So yeah, that wasn't good. I had to go to the Bendigo hospital where they tried to put it back in place, and then I went back to where I live and went to the hospital, got it x-rayed again, and I had to get it pushed back in place even better, but I didn't actually need to get any wires or any screws and all that, so pretty lucky. Went to the fracture clinic yesterday, and they upgraded the cast, and pretty much now all I have to do is wait 4 more weeks, and I've got to go back and probably get it x-rayed again, and hopefully I'll be able to get the cast off. But I'll probably slowly get back into riding. Like, I'm sure my wrist will be pretty weak, so I'll probably be spending a couple weeks on the shovel and just like cruising around on my bike and not doing anything too serious. But then after that, should be back to normal hopefully. Anyway, I'd like to give you guys a big thanks. You guys have been supporting me so much, sending me messages on Instagram, all that. So yeah, thanks for that. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.